Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand, two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hokies will kick it away first. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Cook. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll take it himself. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Hokies will hustle to the line. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Ugh. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a killer, because I'm okay running the same play back-to-back because I believe in that play. But when you get a negative play and now you've backed up, this makes this decision a lot harder.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
From 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense set on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
Timeout, South Alabama.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, South Alabama. And once he found daylight, it was candy bar the door, baby.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the...
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokie.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. Virginia Tech, 15. South Alabama, 14.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
At the 20, he's got space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the boot.
Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he could carve up this defense.
Finds his man down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Buying some time. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown!
the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He's going to pass on second down. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The Jaguars get enough to move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Jaguars have their offense in high gear. To the ground, he's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his man. It's Slater. They make the stop, but the sweet throw-and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Using the quick game. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Hokies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies both through the air. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And he grabs it.
The pass was complete, but the 2-point conversion failed.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
28, South Alabama, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of...
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Takes it the other way. Go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
After the misfire, now on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Jaguars will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
All wideouts, no backs. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll give it to the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. Past the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
By Virginia Tech. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Looking to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes a handoff. It's Cook. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And the quarterback is snowed under. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 19, set to kick it away.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Second and 10 from their own 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Finds a crease at the 20. Nothing but green ahead. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten out on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTSA has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 37 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna let it fly. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Jaguars!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they're able to make the tackle.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with the completion.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Buys a little, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock.